Hey, what's going on, everyone? I haven't made a video in a really long time, and I wanted to hop on, say hello, and I hope everyone's doing really well. But for the last few years, I've been a part of a cool Facebook group called Advitaholics Anonymous. It's run by a gentleman named Shiv Sengupta, and he attempts to dismantle and bring perspective to the world of spirituality and religion and gurus and things like that. And it's brought me a lot of perspective. It's brought a lot of readers a lot of perspective as well. So I wanted to share a recent post that he wrote, and it struck a chord with me. And the title
Hello.
of it is The Spirit of What Is. It starts with a quote: "If there is no overarching purpose to life, then what is the value in existing at all? I find it hard to accept a reality that is pointless and devoid of any meaning." And he responds to this quote: "Where you are is where it's at. Life is not a race. There is no finish line. There is no medal for making the podium. You won't even get a certificate for participating. You may be remembered for a while, but will eventually be forgotten. The memory of your existence will be erased. You will fade from this world like a dream, and this may make your existence feel pointless and meaningless." I turned 40 yesterday. I am now at the approximate midpoint of my lifetime. As I reflect upon the 40 years just past, I realize that this has been a phase of gradually discovering what life is not. It has been a painstaking process of dismantling beliefs, conditioning, consensus realities, and social dogma. All that alien meaning and purpose that was thrust upon me and according to which I was programmed to behave. I once set out on a journey to find myself. Instead, I discovered who I am not. What an elaborate lie we human beings have woven for ourselves. We are trapped in the stories, the scripts, the myths, and the narratives of billions of people around the globe and the billions of people who came before them, stretching back into our prehistoric past. Civilization is a spiderweb hundreds of thousands of years in the making. We convince ourselves that we must pick a particular strand on this web and follow it through some arbitrary endpoint that we have deemed the goal of life. Whether that goal is success, love, fame, happiness, power, or enlightenment. But the spiderweb is suspended over nothing, a vast and empty crevasse, pregnant with infinite possibility. Yet we are so fixated upon the web that we fail to see the infinity we are perpetually hovering over. I am fortunate to have realized by the midpoint of my lifetime that meaningless is the greatest gift I have received. Discovering the purposelessness of life has set me free, for meaning pertains only to the web. I see now that the purpose of the web was simply to act as a safety net, designed to protect me from the void. But that void is myself. And so, I now see that this web of human ideas, beliefs, rationale, and meaning kept me cloistered and isolated from the whole of myself. Yet somewhere along the way, I fell through that net, and I didn't perish. Somewhere along the way, I realized that falling is the same as flying when there is nowhere to really land. And those who still live on that web are falling too, they just don't realize it. What we call society is like an elaborate pattern of skydivers falling through the atmosphere while holding onto one another in formation. Except no one's parachute is going to deploy. Then why are we holding on? If life were hard-coded with meaning, it would be lifeless. If life were programmed with an overarching purpose, it would be oppressive. We would be no more than slaves to a contrived process, for our existence would be robotic and predictable. There are some who believe that this is truly what existence is, programmed and purely robotic. I don't. Society has made us that way because acting predictably makes us safe. It brings security. Life on the web is full of all kinds of meaning. Life on the web is brimming with arbitrary purpose, and this all seems exciting and fulfilling until you realize that you have spent your lifetime traversing a flimsy veil gently falling through space and time. For me, life is art, and every work of art must begin with an empty space, an unmolded form, a silence. If the space is not empty, then where is the room for art? If the form is not unmolded, then where is the freedom to sculpt? If there is no silence to begin with, then in what can you create your music? Life is a void, empty, unmolded, silent, yet brimming with infinite possibility. It is the ultimate freedom to express the meaning that you are moved to express. It is the ultimate gift to build the purpose that you are inspired to build. It is the ultimate challenge to manifest what brings as a mere conception within your consciousness. When a child who has only ever painted by numbers is shown a blank page for the first time, they may also react as aversely as you are reacting now. They may also lament, "Without the lines, how will I know where to color? Without the numbers, how will I know what color to use? Without the shape, how will I know what am I supposed to be creating?" They may say, "I find it hard to accept a page that is numberless and devoid of any clear lines." But that is because that child is not yet an artist. They are merely following a robotic format of existence and creation. Art requires a great leap of faith into the void. It requires stepping into the empty space and leaving all that is prescribed behind. I look at every moment of my life like an artist facing an empty canvas. I begin by first giving thanks for the pristine quality of the emptiness surrounding me, the soft moldability of this moment, the fathomless depth of silence that lies at its foundation. And I allow the inspiration to come from within. What will I create today? What meaning will emerge from this moment? What purpose will shape this instance of space and time? To live on the cusp of infinite possibility, to teeter on the edge of eternity, is to live at the fountainhead of perpetual inspiration, to be one with the spirit of what is. Thank you. Thank you, Shiv. For those that are interested in this Facebook group, I'll link it in the area below. Thank you.